Hey guys, Jim here. Welcome in once again. Today we're going to take a look at something pretty fantastical, pretty out there, pretty outside of the box. It's a brand new design from HEA Designs called the Wingman. And as a matter of fact, right now, the day that I am uploading this video is the day that it's being opened up for pre-order. Before I get into anything else, I want to address something very quickly. You're going to be seeing me wearing a glove on my left hand. No, not because this is some kind of art museum piece that shouldn't be touched by human hands, but I suffered a very, very bad burn on my hand a few days ago, first and second degree burns. And to be honest with you, it's stuff that you really don't want to see in HD up close on your screen. So for your benefit, I covered it up. I'm just going to look a little bit like Michael Jackson while I'm doing my next few videos. Now, for those of you who don't remember, I have done reviews on HEA Designs in the past, one being on the Equilibrium knife, and the other being this awesome little guy right here. Yeah, that comb, the flipper comb, the saber tooth, which I still love, I still use, I still think is one of the coolest concepts out there. That's the same dude that designed this, and Sam is his name, and he's upgraded his packaging a little bit, done some cool things, so let's get into this. So for $329, what do you get? Number one, you get really nice premium packaging. You're going to get the white outer sleeve that's marked with the HEA logo, and you're going to get the magnetic closure on the cardboard box. Inside, you see their slogan, Design Different, and that they do. Everything that Sam designs is wildly different than everything else out on the market. You will get a certificate of authenticity. Really, it's more of a thank you card directly from Sam right here. Nice logo on the back. Get rid of that. Open up the foam, and there you see the knife. Now, the first thing that you're going to find interesting is the fact that you have cutouts all the way through the frame, but you also don't see the blade in there. Oh yeah. Another signature of Sam's is that he likes to completely hide the blade into the frame of the knife. That's very slick. Let's see if there's anything. Oh my goodness, there's more. What's in here? I've actually not gone this far in the packaging yet. I can't quite get my fingers in there. Let's see what's inside of this. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in there. All right, so you have a microfiber cloth. You have a slip sheath. Looks like a felt slip sheath. You will get one sticker, two stickers, three stickers, four stickers. Holy crap, 5 stickers. 6 stickers, 7 stickers in total. That might be sticker overload for many of us. And then you get the vinyl patch. So pretty cool. There's a lot of bonuses, a lot of extras. Let me tell you guys, when you're making knives, one of the last things that you're considering after costing out your materials and your labor and machine time and all that stuff, one of the last things that you're going to be considering is how much your packaging is going to cost. And let's face it, that's a freebie to the customer. It's something you don't really want to have to invest a lot of money into because you're not going to get it back out. You can't say, okay, I'm going to sell the knife for $400 and because all the packaging I'm putting in there, I got to jack it up another 30 bucks. You can't do that. That's just something that you absorb as a business cost. You know, and all the patches, all the stickers, all the stuff that's in there, you know, that adds up to money. The magnetic closure on the box, all that kind of stuff adds up to money. So I always appreciate getting premium packaging because you get that really great experience when you first open up your new item. Now, with the Wingman, you've got 5 different colors to choose from. I selected, when I placed my order, to do the bronze with the blue titanium hardware. There's also gray, blue, gold, and green. And the green's kind of an off green. It's an interesting color. Take a look on their website and take a look at it. Let's get this bad boy open. Oh, are you ready for this? The action is super fast, but look how that blade, once again, disappeared because of that cutout. Let's go ahead and do that here. perfectly aligned. You couldn't ask for more precision than that. That is really fantastic. In a day and age where we're seeing a lot of garbage knives coming out on the market, where they can't even seem to center the blade in between two pieces of titanium, not only are they doing that right, but they're lining up cutout windows and stuff. Really, really cool. All right, so first things first, the blade, you're looking at a 3.5-inch S35VN steel blade done in a two-tone finish. So you've got the hand-rubbed satin flats, and then you've got the bead-blasted primaries, and also the top swedge as well as bead-blasted. Very, very slick look. I like the fact that it's two-tone. In this price range of $329, we're used to seeing an entire knife done in stone washing. This is the simplest, easiest, quickest way to finish a knife. So I'm really glad that he put forth the effort and put in a nice two-tone finish on the blade and some really nice finishes on the handles as well. Speaking of those handles, they are tapered. Take a look at this. I don't know if you can really tell, but look from the tail to the pivot, the way that it tapers. This is all 6AL4V titanium. You'll notice that there's very little hardware here. Basically, the only hardware that you're going to see, not really sure what that was stuck to it, maybe that was from the packaging, is just for the back spacer. Just these two screws, obviously the pivot. You have no exposed hardware for the milled and sculpted titanium clip. So that is blind screwed, nice and clean. And Sam is really good about following the theme of his knife into the pocket clip. So you'll see the shape of the overall pocket clip matches the shape of the blade. And then the pockets that are milled into it match the pockets, the windows that are milled into the frame. Now, not only did they mill these windows, but you have a nice relief here for the lock. You have a steel lock bar insert, and you have the over travel stop. They have milled pockets inside of the frame as well to make this as lightweight as possible. You've got ceramic bearings, a ceramic detent, and what that means to you is fast and smooth action. Now, I had opened up this knife when I first received it and flipped it maybe 10 times, put it back in the box, and that's it. So this is not a well-used or broken-in knife at this point, and it's still so wonderfully smooth. And that detent strength is just perfect. Another thing that I like about this is the fact that they did jimping on the flipper tab. That's something I find to be very, very, very important. You'll notice also that huge milled groove that is also tapered. Well, I don't know if you want to call it tapered. Well, it is tapered. It's wider here and gets narrower, but it's thicker. The channel is thicker here and comes up closer to the surface here. There's a lot of design work that goes into this. Very, very, very slick. Now, Sam says the whole idea here in the design cues were to hint at speed and performance, almost to make it look like it's moving at the speed of light while it's sitting still. And it does have a very, very fast look to it. I love these lines. I love the fact, see if we can get it to focus here, and this glove may be messing everything up. Let's see. I love the spine running down the side of the frame there. And if we take a good look, you probably see that milled pattern right in here. This is really, really cool the way that they've done this. It feels nice, it gives you a little bit of extra traction, and it looks nice as well. So this is the first Wharncliffe design that Sam has done. It's the first mid-size design. Remember, he's done tiny knives and large knives, and this is the first one that they've done in a mid-size. You've got 6 grinds per blade, so you have 3 grinds per side, which again takes time, engineering, figuring out what you're going to be doing. And I think it looks fantastic. It looks aggressive. It looks like nothing else out there on the market, and that's really, really important for designing a knife, is to try to make something that really isn't already out there. So damn cool. All of the edges on the frame are nicely contoured. No hot spots anywhere on it. You do feel this angle but it's not sharp, it's rounded off, but it falls right between your ring finger and your pinky finger, so it's not uncomfortable, but you do notice that it's there. Take a good look at that. Let's give you some nice up-close HD looks at it. It is very, very sharp, very keen edge on there. Nice finish work on that blade. There's the custom designed titanium pivot. Look how rounded all of this is, how contoured it all is. There's window number 1, there's window number 2. Titanium hardware instead of using steel, so they're not really trying to save money here on anything or pinch pennies, yet it's still only $329. The rear section or the tail section of the back spacer allows you a lanyard opening without taking away from the design of the knife, not having an extra hole in there. Again, I really dig how that back spacer was notched. Very slick, very cool. Again, to that wonderfully decorated, beautifully sculpted titanium clip. Love the relief pattern that they put into the lock. Very, very important. You hear me knock a lot of knives for not having that. I love that little front grind right there. Very cool. Let's show you the lockup. Focus. There's your lockup. Centering. Honestly, this is probably one of the most unique and cool knives on the market. It's just coming out now. Again, as I mentioned, today being the day that I'm uploading it is the day that they're opening up the pre-orders. They're supposed to be delivering mid to late December of 2017. I don't know how accurate that's going to be, but I don't really think they've ever blown their deadlines before, so if history is going to be any point of reference, you should be fine with expecting this in the next 3 to 4 weeks. That's pretty damn cool. As far as being an EDC knife goes, I think the size and the really, really light weight of it and the compactness in the pocket with how streamlined it is, I think that makes it a good choice for EDC. I don't know if a Wharncliffe is your choice for an EDC. You still have a very pointy, stabby tip, but there's no belly to the blade, so there's going to be no rock cuts or anything like that. But if you've typically carried Wharncliffes before in your EDC rotation, then you're absolutely going to love this thing. It looks like some kind of crazy aerospace, some kind of crazy military secret aircraft. It looks really, really wild. If you only like traditional styling, no, this knife is not going to be for you. It's going to be way too over the top, way too futuristic, way too crazy. But if you do like things that are a little bit over the top and certainly outside of the box, then I think this is going to work out wonderfully for you. By the way, it does take a traditional Torx for that custom pivot, so you're not screwed, as it were, with a custom pivot that you can't adjust. You most certainly can. Everything about this knife is very well thought out. It's very clean and extraordinarily well built. So for my money, I'd say it's an absolute winner at $329. This probably should have been closer to $500 given the materials and all the design and all the packaging. But again, that's a testament to Sam and to HEA Designs for trying to keep a moderate price point as best they can. So there's not going to be a lot of competition in this price range for something that's so overtly custom. I mean, this is a custom knife as far as all the little tricks that have been done. There's not a single basic component. Really look at this. From the clip to the pivot to the back spacer, there's nothing basic. There's nothing off the shelf. The only thing off the shelf are but they're still titanium, but it's the hardware, the 2 screws in there. That's it. That's the only thing that you would see on somebody else's knife. Everything else on here really is completely custom only to this design. And I really dig that. So if you like the kind of things that I like, fresh, new, different, incredible action, very, very sharp D10, wonderfully done, and a medium price point, then this is absolutely going to be a winner for you. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Maybe I did mention it, but just in case I didn't, let me reiterate it. 1 in 3 knives will be receiving a limited edition Wingman copper coin. It's kind of like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of surprise. If you order a knife, maybe you'll get the copper coin, maybe you won't get the copper coin. Who knows? It's 1 out of 3 knives, so they're only making 300 knives, so that means they're making 100 coins. So yes, this whole thing is limited. There's only 300 knives to choose from, period. That's it, then they're done. And then to get the coin, it's completely random. Just got to hope that you get it. And I've seen the coin, I've seen pictures of it. It's really, really, really nicely made. If you're into having those little collectibles to go with your nice knives, that's something that you can look forward to as well. All right, so that will fully encompass this little overview. Go over to their website. I'll put the link down below. Also, please don't forget, support my Patreon. Now that YouTube is cutting our ad revenue like crazy, I'd like to be able to have money to afford to bring out more good stuff for you. So go check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jim Skelton Knives. That'll be in the description down below as well. And when you go there, it lists all the benefits that you'll get as a Patreon supporter and my undying love and gratitude. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.